variously is that you're winging it, that there's no plan for Venezuela going forward.
Yeah, I know. They're going to say that. I used to be a senator too. That's what you always say when it's the other party. The bottom line is we've gone into great detail with them about the planning. We've described it to them. In fact, it's not just winging it. It's not just saying or speculating it's going to happen. It's already happening. Like the oil arrangement that we've made with PDVSA on their sanctioned oil that they can't move. Understand, they are not generating any revenue from their oil right now. They can't move it unless we allow it to move because we have sanctions, because we're enforcing those sanctions. As we move forward, we'll describe our process, which is a threefold process in Venezuela. I've described it to them now. Step one is the stabilization of the country. We don't want it descending into chaos. Part of that stabilization, and the reason why we understand and believe that we have the strongest leverage possible, is our quarantine. As you've seen today, 2 more ships were seized. We are in the midst right now and in fact about to execute on a deal to take all the oil. They have oil that is stuck in Venezuela. They can't move it because of our quarantine and because it's sanctioned. We are going to take between 30 and 50 million barrels of oil. We're going to sell it in the marketplace at market rates, not at the discounts Venezuela was getting. That money will then be handled in such a way that we will control how it is dispersed in a way that benefits the Venezuelan people, not corruption, not the regime. The second phase will be a phase that we call recovery, and that is ensuring that American, Western, and other companies have access to the Venezuelan market in a way that's fair. Also, at the same time, begin to create the process of reconciliation nationally within Venezuela so that the opposition forces can be amnestied and released and from prisons or brought back to the country and begin to rebuild civil society. And then the third phase, of course, will be one of transition.
Look, when I tell you that this guy was born for this job, I don't know that there could be a possible better example of that. And he's competent, and they're laying it out very clearly, right? So stabilization, he's saying the money will go back to the people of Venezuela, right? There are going to be benefits to the United States, obviously, and the oil will not be sold at these ridiculously low rates that Venezuela was selling it in the first place. But that he's making it very clear, we're not here to steal the oil of the people of Venezuela. We are here to, in this stabilization phase, to get some of that money back to the people, because communism, which always promises that it's for the people, is always for these people, not the rest of these people. That's number one. Recovery, so American companies are going to be involved, and then the third one really was the transition. They're going to have to figure out a government, and is the government likely going to be a little more favorable and friendly to the United States and perhaps Western values? Yeah, and you might say, well, what right do we have to do that as America? Well, we are the world's last remaining superpower, and Donald Trump, via the Trump Doctrine, or whatever you want to call it, the updated Monroe Doctrine that we read to you the other day, has said it's not just that we are going to care about what is in our borders, we are going to care about what's happening in our hemisphere, and we will not allow our adversarial countries, which are basically Russia and China, to put bases in countries that are closer to us, to use their oil, et cetera, et cetera.